come to offer you guys just some general perspective and, hard truths that we have to accept, that we have to establish, and move forward. Because I see so many individuals living in lies. This social media world, this world in general has become nothing but self-help groups. It's become nothing but therapy in modern form. It's become nothing but mental masturbation for you guys. And it's not based in reality. It's based in them catching a sale, them selling courses. It's based in them making you feel better while at the same time further feminizing you, while at the same time further indoctrinating you, while at the same time they are getting money off of you. And so, I just have to bring awareness to this because it's just it's a fallacy that they get you to believe in. It's a fallacy that they get the people that look like you and I to believe in. And I just want to keep it real with you guys with what I'm asking of you. Because there's nothing that I'm ever going to talk about that I don't know about. When it comes to making sacrifices, when it comes to living this young man's life in today's modern era of the Western world, but even from a world perspective in general, because we are growing to be international, I can tell you guys about that. And I think that not enough of us are speaking out with this truth. Not enough of us are coming together and giving the real about what it is that's really going on. We go on social media today and they tell us all kinds of stuff. They tell us that if you do X, Y, and Z, you'll get more women. They tell you if you just do this masculine trick, you'll get more women, you'll get more money, you'll get this, you'll get that. I just want to make it be clear that when it comes down to really being chosen, there is no incentive to be masculine in today's world. There is no incentive to be the warrior in today's world. There is no celebration for the man that is doing the hard things in today's world. Why? Because we're existing in a weird point in time where these individuals put too much trust in law enforcement. They put too much trust in the laws and safety and the confines that the society has created, instead of understanding that the reason why they're able to walk around safe is because of the very men that they refuse to celebrate. The reason why they get to do many of the things that they do is because that they just neglect that. But then furthermore, look at this though, right? Those same individuals will look at the men like myself, look at the men like you and I, and they get it confused. They forget that you are not stopping me from doing anything. I choose to be self-regulated, so I choose based on my moral compass what I am, what I'm not going to do, what I am, what I'm not going to allow. You see, they think that these laws, that these institutions, that these societal standards govern us as well, and they don't. Nothing outside of myself governs me. If I choose to do something, it's because I chose to do it. So we must understand that as well. But I say all of that just to say that society does not celebrate us. Society will not celebrate us. Internet will not celebrate us. The individuals that know you will not celebrate you. That's just the truth. When I tell you guys, there is no incentive. I'm not gonna, bait you guys and say, well, you'll get this, this, and this. No, you get nothing. At the end of the day, you lose things. If we're gonna be honest about what it is that's going on, what it is that I've experienced, what it is these other men have experienced, is really out here standing on it, not this out here just on the social media talking that shit so that they could run up a quick check and continue on with whatever they're doing in their lives. I'm talking about the ones that really stand on it. Yes, and when it's all said and done, yeah, you'll get money. You'll find success in the entrepreneurial endeavor or your life endeavor. I do believe that, but on the grand scheme of things, I don't think we're going to get honored. I don't think we're going to get the respect that we seek. I don't think that like I'm saying, there's no incentive for us to want to do this. There's no incentive for us to continue to do this. The only reason why we do it is because we've been chosen to do so. We can't do anything different. So, when you understand that there is no incentive, what comes with that is the opportunity. The only thing that we do get, the only thing that is guaranteed is simply the opportunity to, at the end of the day, be recognized after you're gone, be remembered as one of the most legendary because you were that in a time period where you didn't have to be that. And I think that too often you guys are hyper focused on the results. You're hyper focused on the money, or you're hyper focused on the accolades. You're hyper focused on the women. Like, this is only an ends to a means to you. You know, it doesn't really mean anything to you for a lot of you guys. Now, for the truly chosen, it means much more than a woman to me. It means much more than some amount of money to me. It means everything to me. So that's why, you know, we can't be sold, bought, or persuaded or any of that, because when it means everything to you, you know, there is no getting in between it. And so what we're seeing today is a lot of imposters. We're seeing a lot of people lying. We're seeing a lot of people put on a social media face. We're seeing a lot of people that use it as an ends to a mean to get what they want to get out of it. When in reality, the ones that really give their heart to it, the ones that really sacrifice their all to it, we're doing that understanding from the beginning that we're not getting anything in return. We're not. You know, there is no incentive to be doing this. There is no incentive to want to be doing this when you get demonized. You know, I had a situation come up here recently, and, you know, I think that because we're really a man, you know, because we stand on that, and because that's what, you know, my ancestors would have wanted out of me. Even these men sitting right here, I forgot to mention them, but as some of you guys already know, that's one of the chiefs from the night of Muskogee chief and all that. I just wanted to start showing some representation of our, you know, our people. As far as I'm gonna do different ones, you know, I did the American Indians today. I'll do a different one next time. But yeah, we got to start getting the representation of our people up here. You know, these was some real men, you know, 1900s type men, you know, so a whole different breed altogether. But my point is, with this story rather, is, you know, I had a situation come up, and, you know, I think that society has conditioned people's minds and told them that, you know, they're supposed to want things that were not naturally required of us, right? We're getting to the point now where, like, they want everything from us. You know, society wants you to be emotional. Society wants you to do all of that, when at the end of the day, if a man were to sit down and really just put it all out there, you know, spill everything that's on his mind, his deepest thoughts. See, most people don't understand that men, you know, most of them live lives of quiet desperation. Most of them are really dying on the inside. So if they were to really spill that out, the woman would say nothing. The other men most likely would say nothing. You know, so that's why there's no point in talking about those things at all. And I stand firm in that. But I say all that to say that, you know, in our minds, because we're masculine, because we have provision, because we're doing everything that the example of our ancestors has been bestowed upon us, because we're actually the protector, the facilitator, you know, and we actually stand on that like a man. You know, we, in our minds, we think, you know, I'm this great catch. You know, I'm this great catch. You know, I should be able to get anything I want, any friendship I want, I provide value. Any woman I want, I provide value. Any business relationship I want, I provide value. And in your minds, you think that you are just this great, you know, person. But in all reality, many of us chosen have been molded by situations that display true evil, situations that can never be unseen, experiences that can never be unfelt, that molded us into being the way that we are today, where it is that we have to do certain things. You know, many of these men, you know, they were the way that they are because they saw the raw realities of real life, and many of us have as well. That's what molded us to be chosen. And so when you like put all that into the perspective, you have to understand that these other people look at us and demonize us. These other people look at us and criticize us. These other people look at us and they think that something's wrong with us. You know, these other people look at us, and to them, you know, we're not a good person. And, you know, I had to sit back and really think about that. And I was like, you know what, maybe they're right. Maybe, just maybe I'm not that good of a person after all. You know, and I think that we're necessary, and, you know, we're not going to compromise. We're not going to do any of that. Like, everything that's appealing to individuals in today's world, you know, we're not doing. You know, I'm not giving my balls up for it. You know, I'm not sacrificing, you know, my manhood for it. You know, I'm not sacrificing my integrity for it. I'm standing firm on this. I'm standing firm on what a man is to be. I'm standing firm on, you know, progress and moving forward and doing everything that is masculine. And this world looks at that, demonizes that, and categorizes that as barbaric, categorizes that as intolerant, categorizes that as unnecessary, right? Inconsiderate, unemotional. That's what this world categorizes that as. That's what these women categorize it as. That's what these soft men categorize it as. And these other men are also a part of the problem, because they go outside every single day and they compromise with individuals. They make deals with individuals. They give their balls up for it. They sell their manhood. They do all of that. Our manhood isn't for sale. So what they're doing is they're going out and undercutting, and their number has grown so much, especially with the individuals that look like me and you. Yeah, it's not a lot of people saying that, but I'm gonna just keep it real with you. That's the truth, right? I know, because look, we had the most damage, done to our men and all of that. But it's really people that look like me and you have a major problem with that. They go outside, they undercut, they make deals. So they got these women, they got these other men, they got this society thinking that that's how the fuck I'm supposed to behave. And when you come into the situation and you don't compromise, you come into the situation, you don't sacrifice, you come into the situation and you're not attentive to all that emotional detail, you doing exactly what the fuck you supposed to be doing, which is standing on this principle, which is progressing things forward, which is being the protector. And being the protector means that sometimes I gotta protect somebody else from themselves. I gotta protect you from outside stuff that would ruin your mind. That's what being a protector in all senses of the word, physical, mental, emotional. So when you're standing on that, they don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate that because society has taught them different. We have to understand that, we are sitting here thinking that we are this good catch, but they don't see us that way. They don't appreciate us. And by they, I'm talking about men, women, friends, businesses, all the above. The society, they do not appreciate us, except the fact is that if a war breaks out today, we're the individuals they want to send us on the front lines and go die. In fact, let's talk about that, especially when it comes to the younger men of all colors, of all races. Like, this transcends all of that. When we're talking about that aspect of it, look, they want to talk all kind of shit, especially about the young American Indians, the young Africans, the young let me get deeper in that, because I don't even like saying Africans. The young Ghanaian men, the young Moroccan men, the young Kenyan men, the young Cherokee men, the young Muskogee men, the young Yamasee men, the young Seminole men, the young Choctaw men, all the tribes. I could sit out there and name some Ghanaian tribes too, but I'm not even gonna do that. But all the tribes, they talk bad about us, right? They tell us that we're not worth anything, we can't do anything, we need their institutions just to survive, we need their currency, this and that, except we're gonna be the people that get drafted to be put on the front lines though. You know what I mean? We're gonna get put on them front lines. Our ancestors were on the front lines, no matter what the race or color or tribe is. Many of our ancestors set up there at 15, 16 and went and said that they was 18 just to get on them front lines. That's all the way from 1700s to the World War II. All of them wars was, our ancestors was participating in, and many of them was young men. Boys, to consider boys actually. So when we really think about it, maybe we're not that good of a man. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not the most attentive. Maybe I'm not the most emotional. Maybe I'm not the most considerate. Maybe I'm not any of that. But you know what we are though? We are the warriors of this society. We are the backbone of this society. We are the ones that will push so far past the limits that we will find a way to get the job done. We are the same ones that are needed on those front lines. We're the same ones that our ancestors depended upon. Do you understand that prior to these times right here, our expertise was needed to survive? I mean, we needed the women too. We needed the other types of men too. But I'm just saying that everybody is getting appreciated. Everybody is getting their flowers but us. And they say it's because we're toxic, right? They say it's because, I've been told that my whole life. They say it's because we are unappreciated. I mean, they say it's because we are inconsiderate is the word I was looking for. They say it's because we're not good. Perhaps that's true. Perhaps we're not good by their standard, but undeniably we are necessary. That is for a fact when we think about the harsher realities of life. But I really say all this just to say that our goal is not to change this, for it's outside of our control. I'm just letting it be known, and getting on here with a virtue of truth, telling you guys that, man, it's really not what they told us it was. As far as these other content creators, they not really in the belly of this shit for real. They not really on the front lines with it. I tell you guys, I've told you guys since day one, I'm actually on the front lines with you. So I know what it is that's going on, because I'm experiencing it too. So I know that there's no incentive. Not only is there no incentive, but I know the kind of, just world shattering heartbreaks that you're going to go through just by choosing this path and maintaining this path. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you won't hear no complaints coming from me, but I'm just telling you guys that, man, it's a lie when they tell us that it's this, and this on the other side, or it's this, and this that is to be gained from it. Fuck all that. Look, let's be real. A lot of these people get behind this camera and tell you that doing this, representing this, and being this way for the woman. First of all, don't ever do that. This is not an ends to a mean. This is who you are or who you're not. But a lot of people teach to do that for the woman. But let's be real, man. They only gonna be around you because of your name and because of what you have. They don't really give it like all that other. You could have been whatever at that point. If they're teaching you to get money and be a man, be masculine, do this, get money, do that, and they'll be there. Yeah, of course they're gonna be there because you have a name, you are attractive most likely, and you have some money. So yeah, a multitude of individuals gonna be right there. But can't nary one of them niggas say that they had somebody right there whenever it was, in the cave though. Before they had the money, before they had all these things, man, they're lying to you, because that's not the reality of the situation. And for the intellectual, man, people coming around you because of what you have doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything to me. Happens to me. It happens to a lot of you guys too. It is what it is. I mean, it really, we got to stop basing our life on them. We got to stop basing our life on the fake incentives or the fake celebration. They don't want to celebrate us, fine. They don't want to incentivize us to do what needs to be done, fine. We don't need them. We don't need them for anything. They need us for everything. So, we don't need to even combat this society. We don't. There's nothing to combat. We are the backbone of it. We're going to continue doing what needs to be done because we don't do it out of feelings. So that will continue to get done. But, that's why I tell you guys, look, it's not even, at the end of the day, we talk about accumulation, and I am about this accumulation most certainly, and it's entrepreneurship. But at the end of the day, it's not even about all of that, right? It's about us coming together for a greater purpose. It's about us reestablishing, our tribes, and it's about us just conversing with each other, because in all reality, that's all that we have. That's why, the lone warrior concept, a teaching that I gave a long time ago, that came about because I was like, it's a multitude of warriors. It's a thousands of us alone spread out in different parts of the world. And so, the lone warrior, and, that still is very much alive today. And that's exactly what we see going on. But, thanks to the internet, we don't have to do things that way. We could reestablish tribes and all of that. But, unlike these other content creators, unlike these other so-called leaders that you guys, a lot of these other I don't know if you guys have or not, but a lot of people have selected and brought up to fame, I have nothing, no silver lining. I have no shiny gold book to read from you guys with, and every word you speak is gonna give you this and this. I don't have all that for you guys. All I have is this truth. As a man, that's all that I can represent, and that's all that I am called to be, is the truth. So, and that doesn't get celebrated, despite what it is that your favorite content creators might be teaching. And yeah, there is no incentive to do this. There is nothing other than the simple fact that you're chosen to do this. It's something on the inside of you that just makes you do this. You don't want to do it. You know, you don't want to be this way, but you just can't be anything else. I can't be anything else even if I tried, which is why, you know, when I sat there, I was like, you know, we're probably not good at all. Maybe not. But nonetheless, I'm the truth though. Nonetheless, I am that I am. Nonetheless, this is what it is, and you know, that's all that we can do. And when the individual sees that you really embody that I am that I am, you know, I'm a man, I'm the truth at the end of the day, regardless of good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Not compromising still, not deal making still, you know, no retreat, no surrender still, right or wrong doesn't matter. Yeah, they hate that. This society hates that. So how can we, knowing that as a general truth, expect to be celebrated by these same individuals? Expect to be warmed, you know, welcomed rather by these same individuals? Man, they don't welcome us. They say they don't need us, is what they say. But you know, it is what it is, and I just have to bring that to you guys' attention that, you know, we are not doing this for them though. We're not doing any of this because of any of that. We're not self-restrained because of them. You know, we're not anything because of them. We do what we do because that's what we were created to do, and that's the simple, plainest answer that can be given.